Hello, welcome to Mammoth Online. Today we'll be talking about types of sets. So first is basically empty set. Okay, so let's understand what is an empty set. When there are no elements in the set, we call it empty set. It is represented by this symbol, or it is represented by empty flower brackets, which means empty set. So whenever there are no elements in the set, we call it empty set. And there is an example. I'll give you funny example so that you understand what it is. So the number of parents who say, the set of parents, that is better, the set of parents that say, I don't want my kids to become IITian or a doctor, that is an empty set. Nobody in the world says that their kids don't want to be an IITian or MT or a doctor. That is an empty set. Okay, so let's understand what the mathematical example. If I ask you find a number that is both rational and irrational, now that is an empty set, because you can never find a number which is both rational and irrational. So that is an empty set. This is an example for this. There are many solution set. Basically, you can use this empty set example while finding solutions. Sometimes there are no solutions to certain equations, then we call it an empty set. Okay, let's go to the singleton set. Singleton set, it says singleton, which means single, bas ek element. So whenever there is a set that has only one element in it, then we call it singleton set. Like for example, this example, only A is there in the set. We call it singleton set. Example, the political party in India that believes Achhe Din Aayenge. That is singleton set. There is only one political party which believes that, and that is B star P. I don't want to name the party. Let's go to the mathematical example. If I give you a set builder form of this one, that x is such that x belongs to natural number and x square equal to 9. We know x square equal to 9 ke do solution, one is plus or minus 3, but he said natural number, so only 3 will be considered. So x is equal to 3. There is only one solution in it, and that is a singleton set. This is an example of singleton set. Singleton set means only one element will be there. Let's talk about finite set. So finite set means the number of elements in that set is finite. You can count it. Then we call it finite set. For example, let's say this example, letter of the word Ekalavya. Okay. Here the number of elements is finite. Let's talk it in rooster form. So we know E is there, K is there, L is there, U is there, V is there, Y is there, and A is there. So this is Ekalavya. I think this spelling is wrong. I think that's it. Okay, anyway. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 letters in it, and there are 7 elements of our set, and this is countable, right? This is called finite set. These are the examples. Set of natural numbers, those are not finite. What is cardinal number of a set? Cardinal number. Let's understand cardinal number of the set. Basically, let's take this example itself, the Ekalavya example. Okay, here we know there is E, right, and then we have K, and then L, and U, and V, and Y, and A, right? So cardinal of the set means the number of elements you have in that set. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 elements. Okay, so cardinal of the set A, that is represented as, is basically 7. So cardinal number of the set is 7. So let's understand what is the cardinal number of the singleton set. It will be 1, right? So cardinal number of singleton set is always 1. And cardinal number of the empty set will be 0, right? That's what it is. Let's go ahead. It's also called order of the set. You can say it's order of the set as well. Okay, that's you should understand. We can call it order of the set. Let's go to the next example. So next example will be infinite set. Infinite. What is infinite set? Like the word says, there are infinite number of elements in that set. For example, natural numbers. We have from 1, 2, 3. We cannot count it like that. Those many are there. So that is infinite set. Real number system, that is infinite. From minus infinity, it goes on 0, 1, 2, and then infinity. That is again infinite set. So we cannot count. The cardinal number will be infinity, so we don't say cardinal number for this particular set. Okay, let's talk about the next set. that is called equivalent set. Equivalent set. It's not equal, it's equivalent. Equivalent is little different from equality of the set. For example, let's say, basically the definition of equivalent set is when you have two sets. Let's say when you have a set A and a set B, okay, and the cardinal number happens to be same. Cardinal number of these two sets happens to be same, that is n of A is equal to n of B, then we call it equivalent set. Let's take an example. Let's say set A is Ekalavya, right? The word Ekalavya. So E K L U V Y A. Like this is our equivalent sets, first set. Let's say B. B is Ekalavya, we have guarantee, right? Okay. So let's count the number of elements in each of them, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? So there are 7 elements in this one. And for a guarantee set, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. But by the way, guarantee spelling is G-U-A-R-A-N-T-E-E. So I have made a set already by only taking one element from each of them. So guarantee set has 7 elements as well. So what you understand, n of AA is equal to n of B is equal to 7. So that is equivalent set. So these are the two things. Equilavya and guarantee are equivalent set. If you join Equilavya, you will have guarantee. Let's go to the next one. Then we have equal set. Okay. Equal set means very simple. When every element, each and every element of the set are identical in both sets, then we say set A is equal to set B. Let's understand with one example. Take for example, set A contains the word raccoon. Okay. Okay, this is so raccoon spelling is R-A-C-O-O-N. Okay, and the set formed by is RAC1. But you know, there is another word we are very familiar with now, corona. If you try to make the set C-O-R-N-A, you see R is here, yes, A is here, right, C is here, yes, O is here, and N is here. Did you see? Every element of set A is actually equal to every element of set B. So we can clearly say set A is equal to set B because each and every element are same. This is called equal set. Okay, let's understand what is the cardinal of this set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So cardinal of set A is equal to cardinal of set B equal to 5. So every equal set by default is equivalent set as well, right? So we can understand it's equivalent as well. Okay, thank you.